All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe. Okay, y'all, tomorrow is fight night. Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin 3. It's going down, y'all, and I just wanted to get on here real quick and give y'all my quick breakdown of how I think the fight's gonna go and my prediction. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I didn't really think too much of this fight. Like, I haven't really been thinking of this fight. I actually didn't really remember it until like the end of August. You know, when somebody brought it up, I was like, oh man, that's already around the corner. Because I know Canelo fights every May and September now. You know, he's doing the Floyd Mayweather thing. But I didn't even think about this fight here. You know what I mean? Like, I remember it being signed, but I was like, oh wow, we already here, right? So yeah, man, the fight is going down, and this fight is going to be at 168. I had to keep checking. I was like, is Canelo moving all the way back down to 160? But no. It said it's at super middleweight, so this is the super middleweight title on the line for this fight here, and it's been a long time coming for Golovkin. You know, he's been chasing this rubber match forever. You know, it just seems like Golovkin's been looking for this one major fight throughout his whole career. You know, Canelo. Never fought anybody else as far as like big names except Danny Jacobs. You know, so. You know, I think, you know, he's ready to just go in there and do it once again. You know, the first two fights were close. You know, I've always picked Canelo, going for Canelo. The first fight was a draw, but could have went either way. Again, the second fight was close, but, you know, I think this time around, I'm not going to lie, I think that the odds kind of favor Canelo Alvarez more so this time. You know, seeing as Canelo has gone up in weight. You know, he's dealt with bigger fighters now. You know, he's fought light heavyweights, you know, the super middleweights, and, you know, he's been adjusting to those different styles and those different impacts of punches from those different levels of fighters, right? Whereas, you know, Golovkin, majority of career has just been 160. You know, it's just been 160, and he's 40 years old now, right? And Golovkin hasn't looked his best in his last few fights. You know, a lot of people felt like he was about to lose the Derevchenko fight, which I thought, the Kanako Murata fight. Kanako, I was thinking of somebody else, but Murata, you know, that fight there was a fight where he was absorbing a lot of punches, but when it came down to it, his power really saved him in that one, right? So looking at this fight here, you know, I'm thinking, you know, for Canelo Alvarez, he's going to have to be, you know, on his toes a little bit in this fight. You know, he can't just be in there trying to trade, because that's what Golovkin wants, that Mexican style of boxing. They're always trying to crown him, you know, he does the honorary Mexican style, you know. But if that's the game that he wants to do this time around, you know, I think Canelo needs to be more on the outside. You know, it seems like he's been kind of trimming down. I think he's put on this vegan diet this time, so I think he's looking to be a little bit more mobile and looking to save gas down the stretch, because he's not going to go in there and knock Golovkin out just like that. You know, it's going to take a strategy, and the first thing he's going to have to do, to me, is make Golovkin look for him, and that's by, you know, fighting at a range. You know, I think he's got to fight at a range and time Golovkin's jab and come over the top with his right hand, and, you know, come back with his own right hand left hook combination here. You know, he's gonna have to come with that right hand left hook combination, and the left hook is gonna have to go to the head and to the body. You know, because I'd say the last fight Golovkin was in against Derevchenko, Sergey Derevchenko had some success with body shots. You know, so Canelo's gonna have to focus on that body. You know, Golovkin has a very good chin. You know, has the high guard, so to get that guard to open up, Canelo's going to have to pick his shots from a range, you know, time that jab, land those left hooks to the body early, and then, you know, step back, time the right hand, and then go downstairs with the left hook and double it up to the head and to the body to just kind of slowly break Golovkin down and, you know, just take away his legs at this age, right? And another thing, you know, Canelo can't absorb a lot of punches. You know, he just can't go in there and absorb a lot of punches, because if Golovkin know he's landing clean on you, he's one of those fighters where his momentum goes up. You know, his momentum starts to go up when he knows he can hit you clean. So, you know, Canelo's going to have to use his head movement. He's going to have to be slipping a lot of shots this time, and he can't be overly respectful of Golovkin's power. You know, and another thing I like to see is more uppercuts, you know, through that high guard. You know, he's got to split his guard, stand his ground, and stay in the middle, and don't try to, lay on the ropes a lot here and give Golovkin a chance to come back. For Gennady Golovkin, I need to see him in this fight also focus on the body. Both of these guys got good chins, but Golovkin, to get the clean shots off on Canelo, he's gonna have to go to the body. Bivol, he was able to mix it up and open up a lot of headshots with hand speed, but Golovkin, he's not as fast, so I need to see him attack the body as well. He's gonna have to start jabbing to the chest of Canelo Alvarez, setting those shots up to the chest and then bring that right hand up top to the head. Another thing is, with the way Canelo is always slipping now, using that Floyd Mayweather slipping, the best target is the body. Those hooks to the body. Every time he's slipping, every time he's slipping and dipping like he was against Daniel Jacobs and these guys like Caleb Plant, you have to go to the body. You have to go to the body with a guy Canelo. And combinations from Golovkin in this fight, that effective pressure he's known for, just walking him down, staying in his chest. It's just got to be a mixture of all that in this fight. For this one, man, I think you're going to see early on in this fight Canelo showing respect to Golovkin, and I think it's going to be mutual. I think the first couple rounds are going to be mutual because you even see in that Murata fight where Golovkin, he had kind of a slow start. Him being older now, he's not going to want to go in and be as offensive. He's going to want to take his time a little bit and just feel Canelo out. But eventually, when he gets to those mid rounds, he's going to start trying to put more combinations together, and that's where Canelo, he has to build the early lead. Where he's slower, he has to start boxing more, picking his shots, those combinations and moving. But when it gets down the stretch, he's going to have to make sure he's committed to staying on the outside, away from the power, because Golovkin's going to be trying to get him, believe me. And another thing we don't know that might be a benefit for Golovkin is the extra weight now. He's not cutting down to 160. Him being in 168, that power might carry up, it might not. But with him being older, the power stays, right? So he might be a little bit stronger. The chin might be better without much more of a weight cut at this age. So it could be in his favor. But with that being said, in this one, I'm not expecting like a barn burner or anybody getting knocked out in this fight. I think this time around, Canelo, he's gonna box a much cleaner fight, and I'm gonna have to go with Canelo Alvarez by decision. I think that he's faced more different looks throughout his career. He's been in more trouble throughout his career than Golovkin, and he knows how to come back in certain situations. And he's just continued to have that momentum. I know he's had a lot of wear and tear too, because he's had over 50-something fights, like 57, right? But I think that this is another style that he's just gonna go in and adjust to, and it's not gonna be like a lopsided decision. I think there'll be some close rounds, but I think Canelo, he's gonna edge it out again. Golovkin, I think this one's more just for the payday now. I think he's just kind of there for the payday. I think he's gonna give it his all. He's gonna try to give it his all, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to beat Canelo this time around, guys. I'm going to check it out, though. Like I said, it wasn't really a big fight I was looking forward to, but some of y'all asked me for my prediction. I'm going to go with Canelo by decision again with some questionable rounds in there. Let me know what y'all think, guys. All boxing, everything. I'm out. Peace.